Well, hello there, bastages, and welcome to another video. So, I've just read a preview to Dark Knight's Death Metal Infinite Hour Extreme, which is yet another tie-in to the Dark Knight's Death Metal crossover event that's coming out from DC Comics these days. And this particular tie-in comes out next week, November the 10th, I believe, and I couldn't be more excited about it so far. We'll see. Once it comes out, and once I've read it, I will give you my final verdict. But it looks like this particular tie is going to be highly Lobo-centric. And let me just read out the abstract, the annotation. Pull up a chair, you bastages. It's time for Uncle Lobo's Infinite Hour. It's your chance to let the main man lobotomize you with familiar yet freaky stories of the DC Universe, exactly as he remembers them. With blood and guts and extreme gratuitous violence. Tell your comics guy to put you down for all the copies. Oh yes, please, indeed. As I said, Lobo is my own personal favorite character, and that's just because he is a typical 90s comic book definitely not superhero, anti-hero. A over-masculine, hyperbolized, violent Charnian, bounty hunter who drinks and swears and fornicates all the time, an indestructible, basically unbeatable bastard or bastard, as he says. And by the way, this particular character has been always extremely popular in my country, in the Czech Republic. Even more so than in the United States of America, I would say. Especially nowadays. You couldn't, or at least I had thought so, that you couldn't really write Lobo as he was written in the 90s anymore. Because the leftist-oriented world and the leftist-oriented DC Comics wouldn't really not allow you to do that. As far as the preview goes, it looks like it's going to be more or less the Lobo from the 1990s. He drinks and kills everybody in the pub while looking for somebody. I do not really want to read much of this preview. I don't want to spoil anything, either for myself or for you, but what I will show you is this glorious image. So as you can see, there are many versions of the Dark Batman from the Dark Multiverse, where you've got a dark version of Bruce Wayne, which is usually a combination of himself and some other character from DC Universe, such as the Batman Who Laughs, which is a combination of Batman and the Joker. Or there are combinations of Batman and the Green Lantern, Batman and Superman, Batman and Doomsday, Batman and Wonder Woman. There is Tyrannosaurus Rex Batman, there is like a monster truck Batman or a car Batman, there's a city Batman. So anything you can imagine gets like mixed with Bruce Wayne in this series. But this is something I had never thought I would see in my entire life. It's, well, Lobo Batman. And I love what Lobo, the main man, says here. Oh, great. Can you see that? Yeah. Oh, great. What the frag is this now? Frazetta Batman? Come on. Because for those of you who don't know, Frank Frazetta was one of the greatest fantasy painters and illustrators in the history of art. And he's very famous for his fantasy dark knights and creatures. For example, the Death Dealer, or mostly the Death Dealer. And, well, this looks like, Death Dealer-ish character that Batman/Lobo that has just apprehended or defeated the main man. And the preview then continues with them, of course, fighting and talking. And Lobo says, "Listen, bad bastard, or whatever the hell you call yourself. I don't know what your problem is, don't much care, but I got me a bounty to collect, so if you'll excuse me." And then, of course, the Lobo Batman blocks his punch and says, You're excused and about to be abused. As for who I am, let's just say I'm a Batman who injected himself with Charnian DNA, and in the process added his strength and healing factor to his already impressive skills and fighting prowess, making me the multiverse's worst damned nightmare and the mainest man of all. The Batman who frags. Jesus fucking Christ! The Batman who frags? Like, please, gods, let this be a good comic book. Let them... Do not let them fuck this up, because that would be such a shame. So firstly, this, please, don't fuck it up. Don't, please, please. I just really do care about this comic book. And secondly, I need... extremely... it is a need for me. It is a matter of life and death. I need an action figure of Batman Lobo, or Lobo Batman, the Batman who frogs. So Todd McFarlane, if you are listening, you are not listening, please do make a figure of the Batman who frogs. I'll buy like 10 of them. Alright, so that's me. There's a moment of excitement in my world, in my life, filled with pain, suffering, and depression. Thank you, literature. Once again, you have saved me. So yeah, that is all from me, my friends. What do you think about the Batman who frogs and the preview to the... what is it called once again? Let me just... Dark Knight's Death Metal Infinite Hour Extreme, which comes out November the 10th. Can't wait. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Or if you like Lobo, if you've read the 90s comics of Lobo, which is like the best comic books in the world. And what do you think about, well, Dark Knight's Death Metal in general, because I've been enjoying it so far. So yeah, that will be all from me. See you soon, and bye.